You know, the Anglos, they are warriors. They are warriors.
Fighters.
Yes, they are fighters. And if they fight, they make sure they win. Some confusion came between our forefathers and the chief of Agokali. Yeah. Which compelled him to punish our forefathers. So our forefathers realized that no,
that can't be possible.
That cannot be possible. But they gave him an answer that so he should give them sample.
Okay.
He should give them the sample of the rope made with clay mixed with broken bottles.
Okay.
If he was able to give them the sample of that rope,
and they would
then they will also continue to do it. Yeah, the hierarchy will be here. The Awomafia will be here. The warlord, that is Avadada, will be here with all other wing chiefs and other people.
Oheneba Ejeni Makuni, the CEO of Oheneba Media. Benu yanom Ghana for ehunu bi penti sa wo discuss beko akomo abusuafo ana wo de beko akoto account mu Ghana emfansi obia so sese de tap send ya na obia eyusu na wo de send discuss so a enye de ne kra eno anse wa fa wo mobile phone no akọ Play Store ana App Store no wa download tap app na go mobile phone so kayo sa wo de send discuss no a edru bia obubusa so promo code ya de eno ane sa wo de wo Oheneba keka hye obema £5 ana €5 aka osika mo America ne Canada ne de wo benya $10 Oheneba keke ni nti ade ma manije ho kra ne se obo osika ho ban ma untua interest bia o send so a sibaka kra bi na akoto mobile wallet so ana o bank account e wo Ghana enti me nuanom Ghana fo am wo Europe UK Canada ene America tap send ya no bia fan send diska isan se Oheneba Ejeni Makon me ne mabusua ya gia tum dada tap send Papa no.
Hello everyone, I greet you and welcome you to Oheneba Media. It's yet another edition of Oheneba 101 live from Anlo in the Anlo Traditional Council in the Volta region. You know, it's all about the Hogbetsotso festival that's happening this weekend, where the paramount chief of the Anlo Traditional Council has invited dignitaries from all over the length and breadth of the country. Luckily for me, I have with me the vice chairperson of the planning committee of the Hogbetsotso. Hogbetsotso means Hogbe Festival. Za in Awe means festival. And so he's here with me to give us a brief history about the Hogbetsotso Festival, how it came about, and what we are supposed to expect going into the festival. Abusuya for the American and say Nyame aya dom yaba abipiem ewo Anlo kro ya ewo Anlo emaimu ewo frau emantamu. Nina aye Hogbetsotso afashe ya nyankopon ya adom afe empemienu ne aduonu yi eba so eno ti na Oheneba Media ya ba se amamre ne amane de ya ne de ba ema wo so utibi nyame ncha de ye papa ya nya no wo ye nchen ono ena ye dwumtreni abedi akire edema afahye ya eba so Hogbetsotso afahye afe empemienu ene aduonu mu ti anye papa bedi nko kakra ede afa afahye kura ho abakosem ene sei eba ne sei ena eba ye ena dwuma de edien ena yenhwe ni mu medin edina na kwabna us na bibi nti kasa na ebe ya brofo na fe papa de anwana kasa na Africa kakra abusu mebo modin a se mo amonte brofo na amonte anwana so beba asante mu na so wate ase kakra nti kame ho na ye ne papa eni nkomo ye na ye ho rasisi a ye ba ya ede nkomo twetwe no ebe sha ase
se wo abusuafo wo Ghana na se wo pese wo send this kama wo mu a download the Lemonade Finance app no ewo App Store Google Play Store. Never send this scammer webusiafo a omo Ghana. Lemonade Finance app no free. So we send this guy free. Very easy and very secure too. Exchange rates no so the best on the market. And catch our webusiafo omo abotre say some person omo send this scammer wa. Omo use Lemonade Finance. Ubetimi download the Google Play Store any Apple App Store. Kai say Lemonade Finance free, easy, fast. and our exchange rates no so the best on the market.
Thank you very much for being with me. Let's hit the ground running, sir. Good morning.
Well, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Please, what about you?
I'm also fine, thank you.
Okay, we bless God. We understand you are the vice chairperson for the planning committee of the Hogbetsotso Festival 2022.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's true, I am the vice chairperson of the planning committee
Okay.
for this year's Hogbetsotso 2022.
Okay.
My name is Ghanaian Lanzepo. But before I continue, I would like to correct you the way you mentioned Anlo,
Okay.
not Anlo.
Oh, okay.
Anlo.
Anglo.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So the Hogbetsotso or the Hogbetsotso Festival is a festival that our our chief and the people of Anlo state have established about 60 years ago. So this 2022 Hogbetsotso is marking the 60 years of the festival.
Okay.
Yes. This festival purposely is celebrated for the remembrance of the way our forefathers migrated from Ngoche, where they resided then with a chief called Togbe Agokoli. You know, the Anglos, they are warriors. They are warriors.
Fighters.
Yes, they are fighters. And if they fight, they make sure they win. If you seem to defeat them, tomorrow they will defeat you. So that is their nature. And so they don't allow themselves to be cheated. They don't allow themselves to be suppressed by anybody. And this was about going on then under Togbe Agokoli at Ngoche. So there came a little confusion between the Anglos and the chief then, Togbe Agokoli. So the Anglo people decided, that is, our forefathers decided to leave that place.
That's 60 years ago.
No, that was, this 60 years was the time they started the festival.
Okay.
So many years, so many decades ago. That was when they migrated from that place and finally settled at Angloga, where we are now.
Okay. Now, where is Ngoche?
Ngoche is in Togo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the king at the time was Agokoli.
Agokoli. He still exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that town still exists.
Okay.
So when we are going to celebrate the festival, we invite them to come.
Okay.
And this festival, he will surely come. We've invited him.
Agokoli will come.
Yeah, he will
That's
come.
his descendant. I'm not sure he's still alive.
Oh, yeah, he's not alive.
Okay.
Yeah, his descendants. Yeah.
Now, one would ask, you said you were there, then you decided to move to present day
Anglo.
Yeah. I had it right this time around.
Yes.
Okay, to present day Anglo. What motivated your great-grandfathers to move from Ngoche? What happened?
Yeah, as I said earlier on, that some confusion came between our forefathers and the chief of Agokoli. Yeah, which compelled him to punish our forefathers, to make a rope with clay mixed with broken bottles. Yeah. So our forefathers realized that no,
That can't be possible.
that cannot be possible. But they gave him an answer that so he should give them sample.
Okay.
He should give them the sample of the rope made with clay mixed with broken bottles.
Okay.
If he was able to give them the sample of that rope,
And they would
then
do it.
they will also continue to do that.
That was wise.
Yes, it was a very wise answer given them by one of our elders. one of the elders of our forefathers. Yes, called Tegle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after that plea, should I say, was made to Kenago Kwali, what happened? Did he become furious? And then...
Yes, he saw that our forefathers defeated him because he could not present any sample to them to follow.
Okay.
See, yeah, so that brought about some tension. But the problem that brought the enmity between them, or the fight between them, still existed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so our forefathers realized that no, they had to leave.
Okay. But at that time, were the Anlo people, I had it right, were the Anlo people and the Noche people a family? Were they related in a way?
Yes, I would say they were related in a way.
Oh, okay.
The Anglos did not originate actually from Ngoche.
Oh, okay.
They were living somewhere else before they came there.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, they were living at both Tando and Dogbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is that place too?
Also there,
Togo.
over there, yeah. So from there, then they came to Ngoche. Yes.
Okay.
They came to Ngoche, where they lived for some time before. But actually, the Anglos, if we should trace our roots, we'll go far down in Israel, the east, where they were traveling until they reached Nigeria, Benin, Togo,
Okay.
where they finally settled, and from there to Ngoche before
Coming here.
coming here.
Ancestral.
Even that they had to, pass so many places, but this was the final place that they reached.
Okay.
And that the elder that led them was Togbi Venya.
Togbe.
Venya. Venya. Yes.
Now,
He happened to be the uncle to Togbi Sri,
the
who is the Awomafia. Togbi Sri
Okay.
is the Awomafia.
Okay.
He happened to be the uncle to Togbi Sri.
Okay.
Togbi Sri was the last born
The
of
current
the sibling.
Paramount chief.
Not the current, but then
Okay.
the current one is the third.
Togbe Sri the third. Oh, okay.
And so many other chiefs also came
Okay.
into being before this current one.
Okay.
Yes.
Does Awomafia means Paramount chief?
No,
Okay. Can you explain that word for me?
Awomafia does not. It's a chief that is hidden. It does not come to the public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he is kept somewhere where the Anglos, the elders, go to consult him, take decision and other things before they come out.
Oh, okay.
But the Awomafia it's a place. If they say Awoma, it's a place of secrecy.
Okay.
It's a secret place. So it's a place where our chief is hidden. He doesn't come out just like that. So all other paramount chiefs are supposed to be under him. So I would say he is the king of the Anglo.
Okay. Awomafia
Anglo
is a king.
state, yes.
Okay. I get it very well.
Yes.
Now, moving from Noche to current Anlo in Ghana, are you privy to how long it took before your ancestors got here?
For
Some
that
of the things they
very
went
one,
through.
I cannot tell you now.
Okay.
Because if I should say, because they went through so many places.
Okay.
They even went part of northern Volta before they came through Aveno and came to settle here.
Okay.
Yeah, they've traveled. So they had settlement at so many places before they finally came to this place. So it was a long journey. At the old times, there were no vehicles. They were moving on foot and other things. So, it would definitely, even before they travel from here to the current Aplau, before they reach there, they will have to. It was just like the Israelites, the way the Israelites.
The wilderness.
Yes, we listen to their story as something simple, but at the end they used 40 years, to reach
Their destination.
their destination. It was something like that. As I said, they started from all those places. There is something unique or special with the Anglos when they were living.
Can you tell us?
Yes. When they were living, Ngoche was fenced, just like how the Jericho wall was there. So Ngoche was fenced.
Okay.
And so it was difficult for the Anglos to leave.
To leave, okay.
And Togbe Agokoli knew very well it would be difficult for them to leave that place.
Okay.
But with their wise thoughts, they were able to break through.
How?
Yeah. They came to agreement that when they wash, they should be pouring water on the wall at a particular place.
Okay.
The concentration was there.
Okay.
And when this thing was going on, if water is being poured on clay
Over and over.
and
become
over,
weak.
it became weak and soft. And that was how they had their way through. And on that night, before they left, they were drumming the whole night. The Anglos, we like drumming and dancing.
That's true.
So as our social listen, everybody knew those people, they are fan of that.
They thought it was just a normal thing.
It was just a normal thing. So they were drumming, dancing, singing. Because they were used to it, they all forgot about them. And then they passed through that opening. They all, one by one, passed through that opening with their elders. Even though they could not walk, they carried them. And when going out, they went out on their back. They did not face the wall. They used the back.
Like that?
Yeah, like that going. So you would think the people came in. So when the people got up and realized that there was something missing, when they went out, they saw that no, the people rather came in. Meanwhile, that was the medium they used to leave the place. Wow. Yes. So before they realized, they could not trace them any longer because they went a very long way. Yes, and there is a drum, that we use to perform to, represent that. So when they were dancing backwards, and that sort of music, our traditional music is called misago.
Misago.
Yeah, it means they are moving slowly like this, doing like this. It means what goes some dancing this way, but they were moving backwards until they reached a place that their footprints could not be traced again. Before they turned to their normal position to walk, and that was how the Ewas left their place.
If I'm to understand what you're saying, then the Ewas at the time, or the Anglos at the time, were very smart.
Very, very. And even this present day, we are still smart.
Okay. It has transcended to the current generation.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, it is in the blood, so it's surely going to continue. Now, let me ask this. Aside the time that Togbe Agokoli asked them to make a rope with clay and then bottles, were there any kind of unfair treatment or harsh treatment that was meted towards the good people of Anglo while living at Nochi? Or that was the first time?
Well, they were friendly, but there came a slight quarrel between somebody from the Anglos and one of the Agokoli's son.
What actually happened?
Well, as usual, it does happen when you meet at places, you are making merry, doing some celebration, and of course, if that thing is tasted, it makes some people to
do a whole lot of things.
To misbehave, and there was a quarrel between two of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. were the people of Anlo traced when Kenago Kweli realized that they had left Nochi?
Yeah, they definitely be traced. By the time they traced them, they couldn't find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they couldn't find them.
But through that, they came to settle at Anlo. Can you help us? What are some of the towns, present-day towns in the Volta region that makes up the Anlo Traditional Council?
The Anglo State Council, I would say, it's made up of 36 states.
Okay.
36 states.
Okay.
Yeah. It moves from here to Aflau down to through Joje Penny to Ave, Havi, going to Ho, through that stretch. Then you come down to Akachi area, through to this part of the sea. Yeah.
They all make up of the Anlo Traditional or
yes.
State Council.
State. Yeah.
Is any state having its paramount chief?
Yeah, for now we have about 12 paramount chiefs.
That makes up the Anlo.
Yeah.
Okay. And then all of them, their leader is Awomefia.
Yes.
If I get you
yes,
right.
Yes.
Okay.
They all pay allegiance to the
Awomefia. And the current Awomefia.
He has been the leader that led them from.
Okay.
He was the leader then.
The current Awomefia is Togbesiri the third.
He's Togbesiri.
Okay. And we understand the Awomefia who led them at the time as is the uncle of the current Togbesiri.
Oh, it's not an uncle. It's a great uncle.
Okay.
Because the first three, then after that came another chief bearing a different name, who was a nephew. Yeah, because he was loyal to the uncle Sri. So because of that, they come to alternate the Sri at the Laja. So we had a lot
of them come.
Yeah. So it's great. Yeah.
This
from
is
the 17th.
Oh, okay. It's not now.
It's not now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Angloga. Is this the traditional capital of the Anlo state?
Yes, Angloga is the traditional capital of the Anglo states.
Okay.
Yes.
So here is where the Hogbetsotso will be held.
This is where every traditional activities of the Anglos, even if you install chiefs in any other parts of the Anglo state, they bring them here where they are recognized and sandals. Yeah.
They're recognized and sandals. Okay, I see. Now, sir, so tomorrow, Hogbetsotso Festival, all things being equal, if God permits, are all these chiefs from the individual states coming here?
Hopefully.
Wow.
Hopefully.
I see.
Yeah. In the Anglos, we have, 3 wings, which we work with. During those old days that we have been having wars, yeah. So we have 3 wings. Yeah, we have Dushiao, that's the right wing. Then we have Dumao, the middle wing, and the Miao, that's the left wing. Yes. So when they come here tomorrow, they will sit in that.
Each wings that they belong to.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like in the Akan setting where we have the Benkum, that's for the left. We have the Nifa. Oh, okay. You also have yours. Yours is 3 wings.
Yeah, we have 3
okay.
wings.
Yeah. So each chief has a wing that he belongs to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have their wing leaders.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In Akan, we say for when we have the Nifa, that's the right division. We have the Nifa Hine, who is the leader of that division. So that's how it is.
Yes.
How do
we call them Avalogoma Fiao.
Apalogoma Fiao.
Avalogoma Fiao.
Okay.
Bushifia. Togbi Bocha.
Okay.
Domafia. Ofanglon Avagada. He's the warlord.
Oh, okay.
The warlord is Abagada for the Anglos. He comes next after.
So which of the divisions does the warlord belong to?
That is Adotriel. That's the middle wing.
The middle wing. Okay. Okay, that's great. I see.
And the left wing is Togbita Maklo is the leader. I want to make something very clear.
Okay, sir.
The Avadada is the warlord of Anlo, but the wing chief for the middle is Togbitsoso. He's the wing chief.
Okay. All right. Abusian for Yene, the vice chairperson at the Hogbe Festival 2022 na yitwe nkomo. Na nina ye hwe Hogbetsotso anasa Hogbesa she agent ha o man Ghana mu. Ekwan ye fa so eba na ye papa akire ma ya te ase se emire bi atwa mu no na ye nuanom Anlo for no na omo e wo kra fense noche o Togo eman mu. Na ho na ementimi wansi bi eba e kana go koli eye se ye nuanom Anlo for ye na omo Anloga ene krumkru atwa ne ho ahia no omo fa anwea clay ene aye bottles na se toa ya edwudwa enwene enya ahoma eno na opanyini ko busaye e ma adehye Anlofo busa se ene ye kana kokoli na daroma onfa adanse ana bibi etre se omotimi ede aye anwea ene bottle a ya papa no anwene bibi sa pen o de bi ba e be kire omo a ene omo so be hwe so anwene ekoba ni se kana kokoli hu ni se empanyifo ankase ye tie mabufo bai e ma fe na ohaw ne atete o de enuanom Anlofo fam sa abre no na nya asem ketu ano ena mpanyin se ye yu baabi na okọ baabi ne entena fa akonso nya nim guase se nkro do so ano ti Anlofo ye se ne o ma firi eye noche na o ma akọ bom ho dwa o baabi no mo di mu a e de eba ebepie Anloma mu ya nei nyame adom o mo eti hei eno ti afahye Hogbetsotso afahye no ye di ade kai ebra ye nananom Anlofo efiri ho noche eba ebepie mo ha ti ene papa egoso edin komo enche edin komo twe no ebebe wie. That is so let me ask this abusia mama san kanche obiem say ohwe echi a Kita Lagoon and away echi no. This is the Kita Lagoon at the background, of course. This I am told is the largest lake in West Africa and it's no other than Anlo land. That is the Kita Lagoon. Kita Lagoon, the largest lagoon in West Africa. Of course, it is nowhere than the Anlo land. That is the Kita Lagoon, the largest lagoon in West Africa. Now there is no fight. There are no wars that we go. Hogbetsotso Festival is in existence. What happens in this modern world, these contemporary times, during the Hogbetsotso Festival? What do you think?
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, one who asks them, if there are no wars, why again warlords? Why again all lords? Yes, as Africans, and for that matter, Ghanaians and Anglo state people, we also have to preserve our history. Yeah, so this festival is celebrated to preserve and maintain our history, the way we also came into existence. Yeah, but to replace the war, this current days, war is development. Yes. War is represented by development. So we use festivals, for example, our Hogbetsotso for the Anglos. We also use it to promote development in our state, where we also need to, bring the indigenes to be abreast with the current happenings in the world. Yeah, so if we sit down and look that there is no war and therefore we sit down unconcerned, of course, our state will no longer be developed. So festivals are used these days for development instead of wars. Wars, is for distraction. You defeat your friend, take over his land and properties and all that. But now, we use development. Okay.
The war we are fighting is to fight for development.
For development.
Okay. So in case someone is watching us, what should they expect tomorrow in the Grand Festival?
Tomorrow, Saturday, being the Grand Daba to mark the celebration of the Hogbetsotso Festival. Here, in the first place, we will present all our historical arrangement. Yeah, the hierarchy will be here. The Awomefia will be here. The warlord, that is Avadada, will be here with all other wing chiefs and other people. Then with our cultural display, drumming and dancing and other traditional activities that we have in the Anlo land. And then there, of course, our Mafia will give a speech. In that speech will be a rich information to the state as to how to assist or contribute to the development of this our Anlo state, so that we all share the same thing with the other states in Ghana. So that is what we expect to happen tomorrow. And hopefully government will be represented, where he will listen to the speeches of our Awomefia and also respond to it. Yeah. And there will be some fraternal messages from other invited kingdoms. Kingdoms like the Ashanti kingdom is also invited.
Talking of the Ashanti kingdom, let me chip this in. Is there any relationship between the Anlo people and, of course, the Ashanti people?
Yes, of course. You know, as I said, in the former times, there were wars here and there. And of course, Ashanti people, in a way, clash with the Anglos somewhere, but the Anglos also help them to win certain wars somewhere, which I'm not ready to mention now. Yeah. And so that brought about a close tie between the Anglos and the Ashantis. So in 2019, Otumfo, the Asante Heni, invited the Anglo state, that is the Awomefia and other things, to Mensia with the chiefs. So they went to them, where they sat down and had friendly chats and celebrations. Yes. Yeah.
Aside the Asante Hene who would be present, are there any other chiefs from other chiefdoms or kingdoms in the country who would be here tomorrow?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
The Kwawu Hene, the Dasibre, is also invited. Yeah, exactly. He's also invited to be with us here. You know, there is a lot of trade relation between the Anglos and the Kwawus. And most of the Anglos, just as they are in the Asante region, they are in the Eastern region as well. You know, fishing is our main profession here, so we carry it to anywhere in Ghana where we have rivers, lakes, and others. You see Anglos there working very hard just to earn their living and to maintain their profession that they have. And also the Gamanche will be here. This signifies that Anglos are everywhere and they relate very well with other kingdoms in Ghana and even outside Ghana. Yeah.
Now, in talking about what we are supposed to expect tomorrow, aside that, it's a grand festival. I know it's for some days. Are there going to be any other activities that will take place aside the Grand Deba, where the president and then chiefs and kings will come around? Is there any other activities that's supposed to happen? Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, thank you. I would say this thing started last week. We had a mini Deba at Anlo Afiaranyigba, where the state allowed the mini Deba to take place at another town in the Anlo, to motivate and move the people from there, to keep them awake, to wake up and join the Hogbetsotso. So there were a lot of activities in those areas, and we continued to this place where we had yesterday some Nugbi Dodo.
What's that?
Nugbi Dodo. That is, you know, as human beings, we have some little disputes with each other, misunderstanding. So there is a day set aside for all the the people to come there and unite.
Okay.
So everybody will have to unite and forgive all differences they have, all grudges they have against each other. That performance buries everything and everybody becomes one.
That's great. Sir, we'll be running up very soon. I know you have a very tight schedule, but then having the chance to even speak to us alone is enough, and we're very grateful. But I want to ask this. You know, recently, there has been that kind of perception among some people that Ghana is not united, as in people feel when you don't belong to their group, then you are not one of them. Sometimes politics divides us, sometimes religion divides us. But I seen the Umefia invite the Ashanti, the Kwawe, of course the Gamanche. Isn't it telling us that we are all one people as Ghanaians, and so championing the betterment of Ghana should be the ultimate thing than to look beyond political lines, tribal lines, and religious lines in doing things?
Yeah, it is true. You have said it all. That we are all one. Somebody from Anlo land is married to somebody in the north. And so they become one person. So if you do anything to separate them, unless you finish all their siblings, the family and everything before, so
it won't work.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. You know, even twins in the stomach, they quarrel. You remember Jacob
and Esau?
Yes, and Esau. They also had that quarrel in the stomach. That it happens everywhere, but that does not prevent them from being siblings. I believe you understand what I mean. And so that is why this festival is going to announce to the whole world that Ghanaians are one. Yeah, political difference does not mean we are not. You see people in parliament as if they are quarreling, but from there they sit at the same table. And so this signifies that Ghanaians are one.
Okay. So your final message to the youth of Ghanaians who believe that culture is outmoded, and so we should throw our culture away and then just live life in modern times. Should we throw our culture away, or as youth of the land, we should uphold what our forefathers left for us?
Thank you very much. You already started it. Our culture should be maintained. And that is the theme. That is part of our theme.
Wow.
For the years, that we should, fight for the youth, for the commonwealth of our, and preserve our tradition. You see, so that oneness and maintaining our culture and everything is what we are looking for. So my message for the youth is that they should not forget their culture. You know, the Ghanaian culture, and for that matter, the Anlo culture is very unique. And people pay for this. Yes, people buy them and store for their use. They learn a lot from it. So we should know that our culture is something very good that we should stick to. You know, there used to be something in Anlo which we call Tokotonia. Toko Atonlia, yeah, the Fitlanders thing. So, meaning Anglos are very disciplined. They wouldn't like, any bad note to mix our people on the land. So I want to remind my good friends, the youth of Anlo, to remember the proverb of our Hogbetsotso. So if they remember that, they should know that they need to maintain the dignity of Anlo and preserve its culture very well, which people always travel to admire.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Lastly, what are some of the cultures that we are to expect tomorrow? The Anlo culture.
The Anlo culture, those that will show tomorrow, that is the way we dress.
Okay.
Our belongings that we have, the accoutrements, the way the women carried their luggages from Ngoche or the way they carried themselves those days will be shown tomorrow. The way we the Anglos we dress, the way we dance, the way we sing and do things. That is, and around us you will see the food we eat, the Anglo foods, the abolo, the janklen, the yakayake, fatridechi, akbadechi, and all not. You will see them at the with our vendors around for you to admire the culture. Of course, the way we present ourselves to people, you will see it tomorrow. Yeah, through our mafia and others who will show up here tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I say I can't wait to have a taste of your traditional foods.
Of course.
Right, thank you very much for
very
your time.
welcome.
Okay. God bless you.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, that is the vice chairperson for the planning committee of the 2022 Hogbetsotso Festival, or that's the Hogbetsotso Samis Festival. Like I said earlier, this is where we draw the curtains for today's edition of Oheneba One-on-One. Don't forget, it's live from Anlo in the Anglo Traditional Council, or the Anlo State Council in the Volta region. We are looking to the Hogbetsotso Festival, and of course, we just looked at what to expect, how the festival came about. Abusuya for asema making na say ahana ebrebe makwan na di dwumadi no asie na ye ne papa ono na ye vice chairperson, and I said drum training abedi akire edema aye Hogbe afasha eba so na otwe wie no and na twetwe nkomo ni nyina ye hwe abakosem ye fa Hogbetsotso and I say Hogbe afasha no ho ekwan a efa so eba ye eni neyimpo de ye nhwe animu no sa kan enkita ho ewo ye nuanom Anglofo afi Ashantis ene Ghana man nyina entebe no so de bi akra eka ho na se enkoma tap send adabo roofing and afi digital business entrepreneurship omo na so ya sinema edi dwumadi ebro abusuafo maka chero so open chance ye de border studio eno a ene adabo roofing afi so obusuani bu amono no person de sika ba Ghana ha mesere mani fa tap send so promo code no aye Oheneba digital business entrepreneurship se men kan say na wi ase ye ntena fa ko anya adwuma ba ko yesa e come na bede unti call www.katespiogabra.com www.katespiogabra.com na bibia enkoy informal. My name is Nana Kwabena. Continue on watching Oheneba Media. We have the best for you. We promise to bring you every bit of what happens right here in Anlo, the Volta region. Stay tuned to Oheneba Media. Akpe, bye bye.
Ampa yesu ezinkunim. Hello me nyanum Ghana fo. Me checha woni na me nde nyankopon na adom ti obia no ho ye. Ofre me Kate me nyime busiafo ti London. Me ye nurse nyo. Me wo wondruba kakrakra. Eno me ye proud digital business owner. Na business hu asem na mpede me no be kande. Me juma as nurse no. Me a shift work and obia nyim shift work sometimes me ko day shift na ma have night shift. And night shift sometimes maybe so the next day I'm on day shift. Now in your time find your baby and my one kasa on. It's in some ways see we are seeing me. It's not hot dream why there. Me pe baby my ya obe buam. My me too may I spend quality time with me busianfo. Now me too so my nyam baby kakra miss be boy busian wo fie and aha. Inti ahwehwe ma me ho abrentie bi na ne yera wo ye advert there. When your business be a worry ya or one wotum ye dwuma wo fie na once walk ahead why ye wo friend the charity wotum wo fam was this car was in my widows ma was ye dwuma was set widows ya as asoanuka na aza odama komando ampede me ye nti me hwe aza worry ye me so okay ma me ko hwe mo worry ye na me hwehwem na me duedum na make sure that someone work or yampa. Miss na me email address. Miss share one website and I'm go share webinar. Na webinar num na watch ejuma na si pa. Me wie so me dina ho me due dream make sure there asama work no. Oh yeah, asama water so man pa another kurulu bi wo ho. Inti me due dream me investigation me hu there sana or legitimate inti me joining brika krebi nyame na adom okoye mam na mintum anum ode me bondehu mo bia tibi na se epede enya time na be spend with we busianfo epede enya bibi kakrazi boy busian wo fie epede eye maame a ewo maternity leave papa extra stream of income as be boa wo busian na azi okomo pa onani de as wuzin na wo email address as be me link num na hwe web na ni bia ma wo ho na ehwa wobeka wo ho no take note na wankasa your investigation na se bibi epede be join na it take action na na mesimpede me nyobeka na me ye danyame ase de bibi dem wo ho a obetumu aboan onye de bibia na chase shift na in the night we work the shift to her be security na reko sisi ebutum ayedwuma wo fie a oze sikeya bibebro inti mama hu wo inside na ye nyame nhrai na bye bye